Yo, what's up, guys? This is episode 1 of Storytime. So let's get straight into it. So, episode 1. Today we are doing how, when, and why did I start YouTube? So let's start with the why. So basically, when I was about 5 years old, I discovered YouTube when I was watching probably some goofy kids show on my old TV. And I just looked at it, I thought, YouTube, that looks like an app that would be really good and fun. So I clicked on it, and then I saw this guy, Bro Jack. You may know him, you may love him, you may hate him. But that dude was my role model, my idol. When I was growing up, I loved watching his Minecraft videos and stuff. So it was just I don't know how to describe it. It was just so great. And around a few years later, when I was around, I'd probably say around 8 years old, that was the first time I asked my dad for a YouTube channel. He said no, obviously, but and then after days, weeks, and yes, months begging and begging, I asked him one last time. I said, God, please just let this work. And I hadn't asked him in a few weeks, so I would hope and he was in a good mood, so I was hoping he would say yes. I said, Dad, please, can I get a YouTube channel? He said, you know what? Fine. Not in a mad way, like I just did it, but more like, fine, you can. And he said, I thought you had forgot about it. I was laughing, but, and the funniest part is that one day that, I got my YouTube channel, I didn't even know how to post. I was so confused. So, it was just, so hard. It hit me so hard when I realized that I didn't even know how to upload a video. I had never watched any tutorials or anything, so it kind of just I don't know. And then a while later, I was just looking at my thing, the channel dashboard, and I looked in the top right, and I saw a button that said create, and I was just so happy. And I said, Dad, I found how to update. And no, my mom is not dead or divorced with my dad. He was the main part of this story, so I'm not going to include her very much. But anyway, I was so happy. I made at least 20 videos. But they all sucked. They were 2 seconds long, maybe. They were saying me hi, or hi, whatever, I don't know. But, and then I deleted all of them. Tried to start making a music YouTube channel. It kind of worked. I actually kind of had a banger song, but then I got a crap ton of hate because I was 5. I'm joking. I was 9 at the time. And so basically what happened was I deleted all my videos again and again until I realized I can record myself playing Minecraft just like Bro Jack did. So I did that. And the video got 0 views because I didn't know how to make YouTube shorts. So I thought it was a feature I just had to unlock. After time, I realized, dude, I have 10 subscribers. I'm not going to make it anywhere. So I deleted all my videos. I didn't delete my account, but I was about to. And years later, years passed, I am now an age I will not disclose. I'm not comfortable saying that quite yet. You might find it in other videos, but I don't mean to. I'm not trying to be rude to you guys. I trust you all very much. I just kind of don't want that. I don't want to be made fun of. But anyway, besides the point, years passed. I got a VR for my birthday for Christmas, and I was just so happy because it was my first VR. I know I'm probably gonna get clowned on for not having a Quest 2 at first, but my first VR was a Quest 3, guys. Hate on me all you want. I'm not a rich kid, though. Just didn't know VR was a thing until the Quest 3 came out, so I just wanted that. I always want the better thing. I'm not greedy, but so that was kind of like just how. I mean, that was kind of like why, but I didn't start my YouTube channel up until later, until I downloaded this game called Among Us VR. Now, a lot of you probably know it from this guy, Jagger, who's like brain rotted to the skin and to his soul, but he's kind of cute, but he's probably a 40-year-old man with a voice changer on. So, anyway, I go into my second lobby of the day. I see this guy. I don't know why, but I just felt connected to him. His name? Nakoma is too good. But since the maximum letters were less than that, his name was Nakoma is to go, but we don't talk about that. Anyway, I was kind of mean to him at first. I don't know why. It was just because someone I was friends with at the time was mean, and I don't know, kid brains, you know what I'm saying? But anyway, I go over and I'm like, dude, I'm sorry. And he's like, it's okay, you want to be friends? I'm like, sure. Friended him. Best choice of my life. So basically, Nakoma is on too good. My best friend. Friended him. My first friend on Oculus. Meta, whatever you want to call it. But he was my first friend. And I was so happy that I had a friend. Because I never thought I would get any friends. I don't have any friends. I'm joking. Anyway. So, and then he told me he had a YouTube channel a while after we met. Maybe like 3 months. I said, oh really? What do you upload? He said, VR. I said, how much subscribers do you have? He said, 27. He said 24. And I looked at his YouTube channel and he did have 24. So I subscribed. And then he quit YouTube. And I was like, wait, why didn't I do that? So I started making VR videos. But I didn't want the name Stay Away for some reason, which was my original Gorilla Tag name. And yeah, so I picked a new name, Gorilla Lab VR, which is kind of good, not gonna lie, for a kid, but I don't really like it. Comment down below if I should change it back. But anyway, yeah, made the channel. I was so happy because my videos actually got views, and I was at 30 subs, and I made a video about a glitch and it got 4,000 views, which is just crazy to think that I, Stay Away FNVR or Gorilla Lab, had a video, 4,000 views. It had 16 comments, if I remember correctly, and 136 likes, which was crazy to me at the time, and it still is today. None of my videos are as popular as that. But anyway, yeah, I kept going. I eventually stopped uploading for 6 months. And then I went back to uploading. And I changed my name to Stay Away. And now you are here with me today. Nothing has really changed from then, except I've been on that grind. And I'm at 186 subscribers. We just passed my friend and subscribers who has been on YouTube longer than me. He is at 180. And he was at 173 when I started. So only 7 over the course of a year. But that's okay. But Yeah. And just saying, guys, I was on Gorilla Tag and VR before Ryan VR GT. That's crazy. But anyway, that is why I started. Now we're gonna go over how. So, like, not much to say here. But, like, how I signed up for YouTube. My dad said yes. Coma, I met him. All that. I basically just said. But now, we're gonna go ahead. And we're gonna say, when? When did I start? Now, that's a good question, because I don't know. But, I know I started way back in 2023. I can't remember exactly when I started, but I started a while ago. So, and I deleted my channel altogether and made a new channel, Gorilla Lab VR. So, I kind of forgot to include that eventually I did delete my account on YouTube, but I kept it as a Google account, and that was pretty cool. But, so, basically, that is why and how. So now, that was why and when. That was why and how. So now we're on when, just so you guys know. So basically, when is kind of a hard question for even me to answer, the person who owns this channel, because I don't really know when I started Gorilla Tag. So, like, it's kind of hard for me to tell you guys when I started if I don't even know. So, like, yeah, I don't really know what to say for this, but I can go ahead and tell you that I started my YouTube channel that's on right now. I think, like, something maybe January, February, March, April, but I don't really know very much. So, like, yeah, and I'll go ahead and tell you how I got the name Stay Away. So, when I was a little monk and I had just spawned in the game, I went over to a computer, which at the time was right there, and didn't have all of this stuff inside. And basically, I was like, what would be a good name? Like, what would be a good name for Gorilla Tag? And I thought, well, I want them to stay away. So I named myself Stay Away, but I don't want it to just be Stay Away. I want to make it different. How about I make it 2 Y's? And I thought it was perfect. And it was. And then I changed it to Gorilla Lab VR, which was like the worst choice I've ever made. But as Gorilla Lab VR, I got 4,000 views, so it's pretty good. But that's how I got the name Stay Away. That's how, when, and why. And you can check my bio to see exactly when I started this channel, not my other channel. I will not be telling you guys about that channel anymore because it's embarrassing. But if you guys liked this video, then smash, subscribe, and like for more amazing content like this and for more Storytime episodes. So, I hope you enjoyed this awesome, great, Sigma, extremely alpha video. And I guess this is where I say goodbye. But before we do that, I have something to say. They brought my scarf back.